season, the huge play against Georgia, the unbelievable play against Bama. I was so fortunate to see both of those. And joining me now is Fox 10 News reporter Michael Brannon to talk about those historic moments and what that's like been for the Auburn family.
That's right. That's right. Auburn is definitely a team of second chances, if you haven't noticed already, like Simone just mentioned, the historic play against Georgia, the Iron Bowl this year. And the Auburn Church of Christ preacher Tom Steed, he's preached on this season. He's talked about one thing in particular among many other topics this year, about something that means a whole lot to the Auburn family, and it's received some national exposure. It was seen in the War Eagle Reader, on social media by ESPN's Samantha Ponder, and even mentioned in the New York Times.
When it came down to the Iron Bowl at that time, you know, we were just, we've been from the bottom to the top, and so I chose the sermon topic, humility. We'll either have it or need it.
Tom Steed knows a thing or two about humility, and as the minister at the Auburn Church of Christ, he says it's important to keep that ideology at the forefront of his parishioners' minds. Most importantly, to treat others, no matter what team they root for, equally.
God loves Bama, Auburn too. Elephant or tiger, we have room for you. The cause of Christ and the church is bigger than any football rivalry, and we want everyone to always know they're welcome, no matter what team they support.
Tom's time in Auburn has been fruitful, fostering relationships with students, parents, teachers, and even coaches at Auburn, including Tommy Tuberville.
One of the things that you love about Auburn University is it does have a strong spiritual focus. Coach Tuberville, Coach Chiswick, Coach Malzahn are all very spiritual people, and it was my privilege to know Coach Tuberville. He was a great guy, and the church loved to rally around him and support him in every way they could. One day in this big auditorium, we had all the adults and the college students in here, and I forgotten the occasion. I said, "What do you have to be thankful for?" He said, "Being 6-0.
At the end of November, the church lost its campus minister of 30 years, Jim Brinkerhoff. Tom says his heart of serving and caring for others is something that was felt in the Auburn community, both near and far.
He died suddenly, had a heart condition, and he was very loved here, had ministered to students here for 30 years. And it helps keep all things in perspective. We celebrated that game, but we did so with heaviness of heart. And at a funeral that we had recently that was kind of related to him, we said, well, he's watching now from the best seat in the house.
As for the season,
I don't know that God really cares who absolutely wins the football game. We're able to keep things in perspective. But we are fans, we love our team, but it helps us to remember that while football's a game, our spiritual life is far most important thing in the world.
Go.
Steed tells me that when Auburn wins, which he's very hopeful about on Monday, he's going to be preaching on remembering the past and focusing on the future. And Simone, that's definitely a sermon that pertains to the new year, as we're the second day into 2014, but it's also one that pertains to Auburn's season this past year.
There's no doubt about that, Michael. Thank you so much for sharing that incredible story with us. Now, that's just the start of what we have here from Pasadena. Take a look. Of course, we have continuing coverage